Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for the Match of Day 2 stream/watch along we're doing this week. The two games obviously we know we're covering tonight, as we mentioned last night. Everton versus West Ham and Newcastle United, the dawn of a new era against them not down the road. If you haven't watched the game or anything like that or whatever, that's fine, no worries. We were going for, as I said, it's a match of the day thing. So if you're watching it from outside the UK, there's going to BBC iPlayer worldwide, and it'll be there to access in the next 5 minutes. Taib's already joined us. Big up, Taib. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're keeping well. And also, while I was waiting for the program to get ready, obviously, if you're new to the channel and you like this, you like the idea, this concept of the idea we're going with, do subscribe, do smash that like button and all that jazz, and do share the content around. Taib's asking, before match stage even started, Taib's asking what is Benitez start Rondon, dog shit player. He's got no choice. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's still injured. He's got no other strikers, experience-wise anyway. Only other strikers he's got are literally youth academy players. I don't think he wanted to take a risk, and obviously he knows Rondon. Because of the whole, he wanted to sign Rondon in the first place after the loan spell. His loan spell, he wanted to sign him permanently at Newcastle. He's done it out of spite to prove a point to, at the time, Mark Ashley. But that's what 3 years, like 2. It feels like fucking longer than that. 2-3 years down the line. As I said, the guy's old and he's been in a fucking dog shit league, and he is dog shit. He's not good enough in the Premier League anymore. But it is what it is. Obviously, if Calvert-Lewin wasn't injured, Rondon isn't getting anywhere near that Premier League pitch. That's Steve the Misfit. How you doing, my friend? BX Gunner as well. How you doing? Hope you're keeping well. Hope you had a good weekend so far. Hope you're ready for tomorrow night. in 24 hours time exactly, we are going to be very happy Gunners or very depressed. One of the two. And even though obviously we discussed it last night and on Friday in the podcast with the whole playing 2 games in 4 days thing, if by some miracle we were to win, I've actually checked, if we were by some miracle to win both games, that would give us 16 points after Friday's game. If we obviously win tomorrow night and Friday night, both games are at home as well, so I ain't got to do any travelling, and I think. I'll double check now to tell you exactly where we will be going into the weekend's games and all that after we play on Friday. If we win both, that's 16. That takes us. Oh my God! It actually takes us into the top 4. There you go. For these 24 hours, you'll be a top 4. We'll be in the top 4 for 24 hours if we win both our next 2 games. Because no one else plays until afterwards. Yeah, positives. But yeah, by a point though. So that's what I'm saying. Literally 24 hours and then Brighton and all that, do what they've got to do, and then back to where we were. Yay. Cheddars is in the chat. Big up, Cheddars, my friend. How you doing? I bet you're very happy today. Woody Nestley, 9-8 in Watford. And spoilers of that for anyone who hasn't seen it. The next door neighbours got humbled again. I actually watched that game, and they were poor. Iwobi missed 2 massive golden opportunity in the first half, which was the boys showing. The program is starting, by the way. And in the second, I got an opportunity to lay it off to someone, and he just took it on his own. And okay, well, great. And then after, like 5 minutes later, bang. Benitez has gone well considering their injuries. Has done well, sorry, considering their injuries. Yeah, that's one thing, but obviously Rondon's never going to be an answer to be a backup. They do need to now see through till January and get this. How can I put it? Stay in basically the base of Europe, basically between now and then go and get a fucking European, a proven proper striker, not just be a backup to but to actually rival and push Dominic Calvert-Lewin for his first team spot. Is Martinelli and Xhaka the only injuries to tomorrow? I believe so. Touch wood. Obviously, we'll find out more in the morning, but touch wood. They are the only injuries we know of as it stands. Hoping nothing else happens between now and tomorrow morning. Ranieri probably cancelled his pizza orders. He's saving that for an easier game. We're winning the league, says Cheddars. We've scored 3 goals in 7 successive away games. Only team in English football history to do that. Doesn't mean you're going to win the league. Don't play your trumpet too early. You've got to remember that, unlike the last time you won the league, you've actually got competition this time for the title. And the first game up is Newcastle Tottenham. What a surprise. Let's get the scoreboard up for that one. There we go. Oh dear. The thing is, they made such a big, because I watched this game as well. Everyone made such a big deal out of this, massively, like something. Suddenly, see Bruce going to put off a masterclass and prove his worth in this, that, and the other, right? And suddenly there's a surge up the table and all that jazz. Forgetting it's Steve Bruce, and then it started off well, as we know. It was with certain things that happened in the stands. Hopefully, the person took ill was obviously making a full recovery. By the way, it basically took the urban flow out from the fans. But the height of sort of excitement just went, yeah, and it never sort of recovered. And the players felt that, and Tottenham just fucking took advantage of it. In my opinion, anyway. Oh, Shadows, if you hate Arsenal that much, why subscribe to so many Arsenal channels? Just saying. And we're underway with the highlights. Yay. I don't like the purple kit, by the way, for Tottenham. Don't like it. What was Emerson doing there? Because he missed his goal, was actually doing something else, and I wasn't expecting it to be like boom, like that. And then this happened, yeah. All in, Wilson, bang. And it was a perfect start for them. They're all hugging each other in the fucking boxes, and Degger probably humping each other down below. And yeah, you just thought, okay, this is going to be a kick on. This is going to be a perfect start for the new era and all that. It's Tottenham as well. And obviously, as we know, things happened, and the sort of buzz it got taken out of the stands, and players felt it, and they just themselves, they dropped levels. Because up to obviously what happens in the stands happens, up to that point, every time Newcastle did get a chance to attack, they did look threatening. But it is what it is. Got to change the scoreboard quickly. That's me. There we go. But I've even been nice to the Spurs fans today and put Spurs into the spud or scum. And it's 1-1 as I do that. They've gone straight to the equalisers in the 17th minute in Dombele. This is, for me, it's poor defending. This is just poor defending. Root one ball from Tottenham, by the way, over to Reguilon. He just passes it in Dombele. There's so much space he gets given by the cells there. So much. And he just opens up his body and goes, pop. And the keeper's just rooted to the spot. Oh, Harry Kane now through. This is 2-1. I still think this was offside. I think I need to look at that because the angle they showed on Sky looked like it was still offside, but I don't know. Because not showing the lines anymore either. Make the point making thicker lines, but it don't actually show the lines. Let's have a look. I can't really tell from that angle. It looked offside, but it is what it is. It looked given, so you got to suck it up and move on. There you go. They're all celebrating like little pricks. Yay! We've beaten a team that's fucking struggling. Woohoo! I'll go on social media and all the fucking SPURS fans will be like, oh, look, we beat Newcastle. We spoiled their party. We're back, boys and girls. Way. I mean, what? Defending of Bourne, Carl Dyers has got completely exposed. He had to come out, obviously, and try and put him off, and it just didn't work. Largely from Newcastle, and instead of going for the shot, he tries to tee it off to Maximum to tap it in, and yeah, he doesn't. Completely misses it. Oh, we're both. That was like the early 2000s, like 2000 to 2001, 2002, give or take. I think. Yeah, 2001, 01-02 season, I believe. Oh, Brownie's joined us. He hasn't been arrested, everyone. Everyone at ease. He's okay. He has not been arrested. If you know, you know. I'm sure you all had a better day than me. Yeah, 3-0, eh? 3-0. To be honest, I did watch like 10, 15 minutes of that game, the second half. And like 5 minutes of the first half. And I just turned it off because it's just one-way traffic. You literally, there's nothing. You have nothing to offer going forward. It's so lethargic. No offense about it, but it is. Not making more depressing and all that. Okay, now they're showing obviously what happens in the stands. Obviously, they're going on stopping the game and telling the ref someone needs medical attention. I've got a new career in painting. Yeah, it'd be cool. Well, I don't know. It's still a bit fake. You could have got a bit more effort into it, Brownie. If you ask me, just saying. If I'm whispering, I'm sorry. Don't sound like I'm whispering. Well, the mic's playing up, one of the two. Oh, 3-1. There you go. Yay! It's all fucking have a wank because they're beating fucking below par Newcastle. Woo! Let's all have a party. Oh, what's playing up now? That's better. Yeah, that's better. Got Zane in the Zane 2. You look, obviously he judges as a profile picture. Obviously he looks like I've seen it before, so thanks for subscribing anyway. Appreciate that. Hope you actually do stay subscribed because a couple of people come in last night, subscribe, have a few comments, have a bit of chat, and disappear after I end the stream. Cheeky thickers. I wouldn't mind one of them back suggesting new content to do in the channel and all that going forward. I put a poll out and they're fucking it's like, okay, suit yourself. But yeah, welcome to the channel. Hope to see a lot more of you. Bundesliga defending his coat. Wingers look so much better in Bundesliga. Yeah, exactly. It was the wrong paint. Oh my god. Talk about a fucking rush job, didn't Colonel. Football run is now painting pictures of Bowen in a Cardiff shirt. We did say it would go to Cardiff, so one way or the other. If you know, you know. Reece Nelson looked quality in the Bundesliga. To be honest, yeah. We've got our fucking fan base hyped for it. And he's come back since and he's never really kicked on. Ever. Hence why he's now in Holland for, was it PSV? Not PSV, finals, sorry. I can't wait to play United. Yes. Just after the international break, isn't it? Yes, by the way, we have enough international breaks, sadly. It's fucking ridiculous. By the way, what a coincidence that we all heard the rumours of there's 2 positive tests that came back at Tottenham, after the international break on Friday. And what a coincidence. Names were never released and they looked into it and they were false positives all along. But we made our fan base sweat on their arse cheeks, basically, for 48 hours until literally the last minute. I guarantee. Oh, there's the own goal from Eric Dyer. Oh yeah, 3-2. The comeback's on. Yes. 89th minute. Fucking hell. What an own goal, though. Literally no one about Eric Dyer, by the way. And he goes to head it and he knees it in past his own goalkeeper. He hits it off his knee. Like, yeah, go down to head. No, I'm going to knee it instead. Do, 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 do. I only forgot the undercoat. You forgot to mask up as well. Cover your face so no CCTV can find you. I clearly didn't say sub for long. Whoever you were. Just check it out. You're not no longer subbed. I won't even whispering. If the volume's bad, let me know, guys. Do let me know if the volume is playing up your end. Spurs had 2 away games. NFL is being played at Spurs over 2 weeks. Is that a coincidence or was that planned? More likely, no way it's a coincidence. It's planned. It's got to be planned. I mean, what are the odds that before the fixtures, obviously before the Premier League fixtures have been for this season been released, they'd already organised these NFL games over the last 2 weeks at their stadium, and they happen to be, and then literally the fixtures come out and they happen to be away on them dates. Come on. But hey, the computer is completely random. Ryan, who do you reckon Newcastle will appoint as the next manager? I mean, rumours of Lampard, but that makes no sense. Strong rumours of Lampard, but again, for me, it doesn't make no sense because if anything, his time at Chelsea proved without money he can do a decent job, but with money, when money's spent, he shits the bed and can't manage the big egos. Considering he was once a big ego himself in the dressing room, he can't manage that. So again, that would make no sense. Other than that, I think the more logical one that makes more sense and would make sense going forward, and it still has a bit of longevity in it, would be Brendan Rodgers from Leicester City. And trust me, he would come running. What in it? A bottomless pit of fucking basically funds to piss away basically for the next 2 years before FFP sets itself back into place. FFP, by the way. Shadows is saying he got a £30 bet on Bruce being the manager until Christmas. Oh, this fucking today's result ain't going to help him, put it that way. Yeah, I agree with you there, Cheddars. Newcastle fans, that's really annoyed me over the last week since this takeover's gone through. This self-entitlement, the sudden self-entitlement is through the fucking roof. It actually hacks me off. There was a stream. Brownie's friend, Brownie, your mate, was doing a watch along, and obviously he had Tufty on and all that, and Tuffy was he's doing his commentary and all that, but it was constantly happy as hell at 1-0, weren't slugging Bruce off at all. The second one went 1-1. Oh, every time Bruce came out, oh, he's going to get sacked. There's looking to sack him now. Yeah. Get out. They'll shoot him in the head as well. Like, oh my God. And I'm typing in the fucking chat so much for fucking getting behind the team for the 90 minutes of this game. So much for getting behind your team and manager and all that jazz. He just kept going and kept going. I was like, oh, I had to switch off. And they say our fan base is bad. Jesus Christ. Zainam is saying 3-2 Arsenal win tomorrow. I'm going for a 2-0 win still. Until I see the lineup, obviously, but I'm saying 2-0. To the Arsenal, of course. Also check something, one sec. We want to check something. Yeah. It must be, yeah, it's got to be a sub. It's just been back in the studio, it's been a pain in the ass, isn't it? Could be. Even though you've been a sub for a while, never caught me live. It is what it is, though. Conte will be their manager for an obscene amount of money. Again, if they go for something like Conte, it's going to be literally a 2-year thing, and then he'll either run off or something will go wrong, basically. Conte, in terms of a Conte being a manager of Newcastle, it'd make more sense to basically hire him next. Keep Steve Bruce in, hope you stay up, basically, and then bin him off at the end of the season. If you do stay, either way, hopefully they did stay up. If they did stay up in their eyes, they can then bin him off and bring someone like Conte in, and then give him the whole summer to have a mass exodus of fucking who he doesn't want and who he wants to bring in. And as I said, you've got a bottomless pit of money. I would laugh about saying all this. With all this discussion we're talking about, obviously Newcastle, the bottomless pit of money and this, that, and the other new owners, I'd actually genuinely, with all the self-entitlement we've seen from the Newcastle fans, I don't care about it. What our new owner arranged and was a big part of one of our British media press getting murdered, not just murdered, but dismembered and torn to pieces, literally. Now that's okay, no worries. We don't get into politics here. They've got where the richest club in the world. No way. Oh, fucking idiots. I'd love it if these owners genuinely have come in, promised the world with all this money, and don't actually spend a penny compared to what we're expecting. Like they'll do what Mark Ashley's basically done, and just be like, go along with the fucking just drib drab, trying to milk every single penny out of the club. I'll piss myself laughing. Also, I'll go back to your comment in a second. I think they'll start looking for managers in December when they spent 200 million in January, and they stay up in like 13th. Fair enough. Palace is a tough side, so getting a win and a clean sheet would be impressive. They are. The reason they're a tough side because Vieira's made them a tough side in the sense of look at it in terms of recruitment he's had to bring in. He's had to bring a few loans in. Some of the players he's brought in, not even his players, they're just there for the season as it stands, with the option to buy or whatever. He's brought a few players in along the way, but nothing big star sort of marquee signings apart from Edouard Mendy, right? Edouard Mendy, Edouard from Celtic, sorry. And look at what he's got out of him. It took literally about 2-3 games to get the ball swinging over there, and it sort of really submerged and really went for it since obviously they played Tottenham, and it's kicked on since, and you're sort of seeing a sort of mentality that Vieira's installing in that club with the players and how they play, and they don't. What was it? Paul Mercer, when he was doing the punditry for Sky on match day 1 when they played Palace played Chelsea away. When Chelsea were walking away 2-3-0, you were saying, how impressed he was with Palace either way because they still fought till the bitter end. They still kept going for trying to get a goal back in and trying to get back into the game. Because it's just going, oh well, no worries, and sort of fold and allow absolute mauling. So they have been. It's a bit of, and also it's a London derby. But I just think being at home, I think we're just, if again, it depends on what Arsenal turns up. If we get the Arsenal that turned up against Tottenham in the first half, especially, we should be fine. If we get the Arsenal we saw against Brighton on the other end, then it'll be even more difficult than what we want it to be, sadly. The next game's on, by the way, Everton versus that lot, West Ham. The Irons, as they say. Bruce is 5-1 to be manager at Christmas. Yeah. It's shut the fucking meat. The longer this goes on, the longer Bruce is at the club as manager, it's sort of pisses off the media because they've been literally from the second the takeover on the verge of being done and was done. They've been bent over backwards to basically ram it home. One way or the other, he will not be in charge of this game, today's game and all that. He will be gone. So-and-so will be in. They're looking at this person. They're looking at that person. He's going to go today, any second now. Come on now. And it hasn't happened. And because of how he attacked them on Friday in his press conference, I can't blame him because it was basically, like, in one sense, because it was like, I'm here to do a job, and you're basically wanting me to be sacked, basically. Well, guess what? I'm still here. But because he said that and done that, then they're going to go after him like fucking train popping. It does happen. When it does happen. And Wobie, a massive miss there, by the way. I still can't believe he missed this. How the hell did we get 40 million for Wobie? I don't know. He hasn't progressed. This is another thing with Wobie. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll be genuinely honest. I was gutted that we let him go. I didn't think he got enough of a chance compared to other players that are of that same level or getting more chances. And all that. And I was like, what the fuck, basically? Why is this person still in there on the same level? But watching him after his little spurt when he first arrived, he hasn't actually progressed. He hasn't proved us wrong in selling him, basically. He hasn't made us regret it or nothing. He's doing the same things we saw when he was at Arsenal in the sense of everything else, always his general play before the final third is fantastic, as it always was, or half decent at time to time. When it comes to the final third, it comes to either crossing the ball into for that final pass or having that last shot. He always fucks it up. Well, he need to be the first sack in the season. Well, he can't be. He'll be the second because Watford's manager got sacked. Remember, Ranieri's now in, so he'll be the second manager to be sacked. if what it happens. I was watching second half now. Fucking, that says it all about the fucking West Ham game. There was literally like 2 highlights they showed for the first half and went straight into the second half. I don't get why Richarlison didn't start actually, because he did come on. So I don't get why he didn't start and why Rondon did. Rondon basically was just there, wasn't he? Just running around making up the numbers. They've been brutally honest. This is the thing with Benitez. Obviously, as I said earlier, he made a point of signing Rondon this time round. To prove a point to Mark Ashley that I know what I'm talking about. I love Rondon. This is Rondon from 2-3 years on, saying that he just had a chance to skewed it wide. This ain't, as I said, like 2-3 years on from when, it'd be literally 2 just after 3 years on from when he was last played in the Premier League. He's 3 years older. He's been playing in a mediocre league. What do you expect? Pickford's having a fucking bitch fit because he didn't catch the ball. And he believes he's a foul. He wasn't fouled. Not in the slightest was he fouled. And they call him West Ham. Here we go, ball in. And 1-0 of Bonner. You know, Declan Rice is running off to the West Ham fans. Bonner's running off over 4-0. Doing what he does. He said it, just going off and celebrating, basically. It was a good header, actually. Got to admit, got stuck in, threw himself in there, and keeper was caught. What the hell was Pickford's the standard gun? What? I can't believe some of our fan base actually wanted that guy when he was at Sunderland. Before he was moving, obviously when Sunderland went down. Where had been linked to him, and Arsenal was like, yeah, let's go and get him. Young prospect, There probably still parts of the fan base thinking, oh yeah, let's go and get it. If we didn't have Ramsdale, we regret we should have got Pickford. He's England's number one. He's number one by default. He's not even a good England number one, in my opinion. Absolutely dog shite, to be polite. So you behave yourself now. But yeah, St. Maximin or Pepe. I'm not going to say every bit, but yeah. You're honest, St. Maximin. But again, they're different players in the sense of how they play. But again, the only thing with St. Maximin is his final third. He's like that final third, basically. He always fucks it up. Holds on to it too long. I know he's playing with a shit team and all that, but come on. How did Rondon actually finish this game? Seriously? He literally did nothing in this game, apart from one header skewed wide, and then Godfrey just threw himself in the air and blasted the ball into Rose's head. That's full time. Oh, I did the wrong way around, didn't I? Oh, bloody hell. Why didn't no one tell me? Did the wrong bloody thing. God's sake. Oh, my apologies. You're thinking, what the fuck is he watching? 62% possession. Jesus Christ, West Ham. You watch now, because they've had a couple of defeats now, Everton. The Everton fans will get on Benitez's back now. See, we should never fucking let you come in. Whatever. I'd rather him be at fucking Everton than Newcastle, because just to piss Newcastle fans off, because again, they're self-entitlement. Oh, he loves us, he'll come back. Now we've got money. Go off. Who was the last player to get a straight red? Bloody hell. I don't know. Go on. Support. Surprised me. I genuinely have no idea. Does it sound okay, guys? By the way, I keep asking. You haven't answered me. If it sounds okay or not. Oh dear. Lacazette or Callum Wilson? Lacazette all day long. Callum Wilson, 29 as well. They're the same age, so there's no difference really. But one's French and one English, and I know you say Lacazette, but I prefer Lacazette over Callum Wilson, if I'm being honest. I don't know, Ron. I thought you'd know. Bloody hell. I thought you'd ask. You had a question you wanted to put it as in to ask us that you had an answer to. Bloody never look. What, Premier League or in general? I'm assuming you mean Premier League. I'm looking, guys. I can't find it. I can Google being useless. No idea. Xhaka first. Was that a straight red? Was it the Man City red? I thought it was a booking and a red. Oh, as I said, that's the attention I was paying that day. O'Connell saying Granite. It must be because I can't remember anyone else. Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Boom, da 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 da. Look at my fucking hair, Jesus. That's left a bit anyway. Oh dear. Just had Boston Market for dinner. It was super disappointing. Don't remember it being this bad. Fair enough. We just got a bad batch, mate. Maybe also you just got a bad batch. Of you. Or tried doing something new and it's backfired. One of the two. Is that who's that? So I was looking at the pundits on Match of the Day. I'm trying to remember who this guy was. Says it all. Can't remember who the fucking guy is. Steve's joined us. How you doing, Steve, my friend? Looks like my dad's here. I think it's what Arsenal does to you. Yeah, to be honest, well, that and my line of work doesn't help things either. So it's a bit of both, to be honest. It's better than what it could have been a lot worse. Trust me, especially with Arsenal. Where Arsenal concerned, anyway. Jesus, I'm not like I've got any hair left. And Arsenal fucking stretched out the last 16, 17 years. Oh bloody hell! Steve's asking, "I'm going to." Sadly, I won't be able to get to the game tomorrow. But so I will be here, Steve. Are you going to the game yourself? If not, I will be here. You can obviously join me, Russ, Gary, Andrew, and a few others for we're doing obviously a live stream watch along for the game itself. The stream's always up as well, so go and check that out and give that a like and sort of set yourself a reminder so you don't miss it. But yeah, I can't get to it. Obviously, obviously second best things. Obviously, I'm here with you guys. I'm still bringing up the grey hairs. Haven't yet. Haven't yet. Surprisingly, for me anyway, not yet. I'm doing good. Glad Champions League back this week. Yeah, it's got a tasty goal. Obviously, the tastiest game of them all, Liverpool versus away to Atletico. Oh, they must stay after yesterday. Don't tell the United fans that. Jesus, just spoil United fans. Have your guts for garters, they will. Oh dear. Jesus Christ, they're good. Sorry, this is some sort of not a heat map, but a graphic of how many touches and where of Declan Rice in today's game. 96 touches, and literally he's covered the entire pitch. I don't think it's too long till he'll be gone. He won't be at West Ham much longer. My cousin will kill me for saying that, but if a title-winning team comes forward, he ain't going to fucking say no, is he? Oh dear, relax. I swear, yeah, the Charlton came on. The Charlton did come on, so I don't get why he didn't start. I swear, yeah, he's number 7, isn't he? The Charlton. Oh dear. Brentford away will be tough for many teams. Chelsea got good hard win titles, can be win in these kind of games. Yeah, to be honest, what got about Chelsea. Let's be honest. If it wasn't for Mendy, any other goalkeeper in goal for Chelsea yesterday, we know what's happening. That's Brentford get back into that game and they get a result, be it a draw or a win. That's the difference. They realise they spent a lot of money on Kepa, realise it's a mistake, and they're going to rectify it. Brought for cheap, far cheaper, by the way, Edouard Mendy, and they're reaping the fruits of it this season. Ryan, which other club's logo do you like apart from Arsenal? To be honest, I don't know. I don't really like any other. I ain't got any preference to any other teams. Used to like West Ham's old, obviously with my cousin being a West Ham, my cousin, my uncle, my granddad being West Ham fans. Obviously, I had a soft spot for West Ham, so I did like their old. I don't like the new West Ham badge since I've moved to the London Stadium. They've changed. They've got the bowling towers and all that in the badge, so it's just literally the irons. I don't like that anymore. As I said, I like the old one. We had obviously the irons, but the bowling ground in the background and all that. A bit more detail in it. Apart from that, no, not Brentford's old badge again. I used to like, but I don't like the new one. A bit more character in the old ones. Yeah, I don't really. I don't have a preference to any other badges, Premier League or outside the Premier League. What about yourself? Out of interest, you've asked me, I'll ask you back. So we took will be better. We'll be at a better club not before. We'll be at a better club not before long. I think his quality same as Cafal. I'm surprised I haven't went for him this summer, just gone, to be honest. Because it's just that's a massive sort of that would have weakened West Ham and strengthened yourself at the same time. But hey, what do we know? Maybe next summer then. Maybe. I think one of them will go in the summer. Maybe. Depends on how they do this season, actually. They could have an absolute barnstorm of a season. Finish in European spots again this season. Finish and get quarterfinals of the Europa League. A decent cup run in one of the cups. Semi-final, quarterfinal in the cups, like both cups, respectively one of the two. And I think even West Ham fans will regard it as a good season, like progression, because it's what they entailed, obviously. And they've obviously then kept themselves back in Europe by getting themselves a European spot as well. I know Man United Liverpool game next Sunday. Also got El Clasico. Also should be a good game. I think Man United Liverpool will be better. Be better with more goals. The Liga not as good as it used to be. True. Have a look. They're not kicking off. They play at different times. I might do watching on both them games. Maybe. Be mad not to. If I've got nothing else better to do. I need cheering up because Arsenal probably let me down. If you know, you know. Right, let's have a look. Sunday. We've got Brentford, Leicester, West Ham, Spurs, United, Liverpool. All comps. La Liga. You say El Clasico? Oh, it's El Clasico, yeah. Ooh, 3:15 for the El Clasico. Yeah, maybe not. I might do like West Ham v the Spuds, and straight afterwards Man United v Liverpool, maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Depending on how I'm feeling and what I've got nothing else, but if I've literally got nothing to do, like that, definitely do. Yeah, West Ham v Spurs. My cousin, the thing is, I would invite my cousin on, but he'll be he's actually at the game working, so next week. So that'd be fun. Good luck, David, with that one. In the sense of fucking controlling yourself. Oh, my days are not getting into any scraps with the idiot Spuds. And then Man United Liverpool, yeah, that'd be doable as well, because literally can full time can go with the Spurs, the West Ham Spurs one. Obviously, full time will go, have a quick summary of it, wrap it up, go away for half hour, come back, and we go again. Again, it depends. And how I feel next week. No, if you guys want me to go back to doing the neutral Premier League watch along as well. No, sorry. By the way, program's still on. By the way, just talking about Brentford. They've just done a bloody a VT, obviously yesterday's game, but from the fans' perspective and all that jazz. Yesterday's game. And then they're just back in the studio praising them basically for obviously the fact of being able to bring players in and sell them for massive profit. Oh dear. There's still 3 of you, so it's scared you all off yet. And that is all the games from yesterday. Yeah, we got all the goals from yesterday, basically. So yeah, Liverpool win 5-0. Way. I hope we'll have ups and downs and shocks and the same in the Champions League, especially if Sheriff beat Inter. Well, Inter lost at the weekend, didn't they? They lost yesterday. Was it 3-1? I think they lost. 2-1 or 3-1 they lost. Not exactly defending their title well, are they? I don't. Doesn't it? Out of interest, because I didn't pay attention during the summer, who did Inter Milan hire as a new manager for Inter Milan? Oh dear. Actually, I have no idea who they hired. Let's see how. No, sorry. What the same the Watford game? I'm fucking frustrated with the fucking defending or lack of defending, as I say, from Watford. Crazy, absolutely fucking crazy. Oh dear. Oh. Nope. Inzaghi, they that's what they hired, Inzaghi, fucking hell. You'll never see a woman take no, for obvious reasons, obviously. Don't need any fucking drama there, Jesus Christ. It does show how unnecessary it is for the men to take. The men have never had. There's no reason for the men to take their tops for 30 years. When they set it up, they celebrate and all that jazz. And there's no need. There's never no need to. It's just sorry, it's just their way of showing off. Oh, look at me! Look at me! Fucking what a hit for De Bruyne. Just came in and fucking swiped at it. You barely got away one there yesterday. They should have absolutely pommeled. Max, come back. Leicester on. There goes Greenwood. 1-0. Take this down, can't I? Let's put Match of Day thing back up. There you go. Then the game's over. Oh dear. Oh my god, what was Maguire just. He never turns up against Leicester, does he? He never does. Fucking David De Gea, what an idiot. Zoychuk. Soyuncu. That didn't turn up for the USV's country, but suddenly turns up at Leicester eventually. Yay. Anyone on the stream tomorrow? Yeah, we've got. We've got myself. We've got. Oh, bloody hell. Russ. We've got Gary. We've got Andrew. And waiting to hear back from a couple other people. So you've got 4 of us as it stands. Yeah. Have a bit of a laugh and hopefully that guys turn up tomorrow night. And put a result in. Performance and get a result, sorry. And looking at Volley's goal, 9 times out of 10, that's not happening. I'm sorry. The way he hits that ball, that doesn't happen 9 times out of 10. Like go in, I mean, the way it does. Oh dear. You're kidding me. What, yawning. Also, I noticed obviously today in the media, with the media, like Sky Sports and all that, they made with Man United losing yesterday, put it against Leicester. Oh, maybe top four isn't so secure. Maybe they ain't going to get. They're the one team that will actually fall at top four from last season. Ain't that top four isn't that fucking stronger hold as what we thought it was. Fucking idiots. Could have told you that from day one. Solskjaer's going nowhere. He ain't going anywhere. Nowhere in no time fast. Put it that way. Because he's built this team to this point, they ain't sacking him from love and money. During the season anyway. He's here for the long haul, and then end of the season they reassess things and go from there. Longer as that Man United. Yeah, the longer Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's at Man United, it means that United won't be winning the league title. That's one less team to worry about, really. That's what the Man United fans, Costas go, what the fuck are you on about? Not nice, is it? Rival fans wanting your manager to stay put when you're crap. Have I bored everyone else? Sorry, if I bored everyone off, by the way. You've all gone quiet, so I'm assuming I've bored you off. Can you just end this show so I can end the stream? Because people are clearly getting bored of me already. Yeah, they've covered 2 games there and gone, oh, we're talking about Man United now. Yay. Oh, God, they ought to drag it out, don't they? Jesus. No, I'm still trying to figure out who that is. Can't be McFadden. That's no. It can't be. That can't be Steve McFadden. I have no idea. Come to me later and I'll fucking send this all off. Oh, that's who it was, sort of thing. Yes, because I said the rest of the guys can get out of it, please. All the goals and all the other games. Villa versus Wolves, and sort of gives a bit of hope for Friday. This result, by the way, Villa going 2-0 up and bottling it, and in front of their home fans. 2-0, and you fucked it up. 2-0, and you fucked it up. Good winning goal as well from Neves. Good for you. It took deflection, but it's still winning, so I don't care. Completely fucked Martinez up, so I don't really give a shit. Emily Martinez derby on Friday. Can't wait. And for the 2-1, here we go. Ball in again from Podolski. Out to Neves. Podolski again across the box. Bang, 2-1. Do. 2-2. So I've literally just showing the goals from yesterday's game now. So I'm just like, yeah, cool, 2-2. Next, let's see the third now, please. Let's get it over and done with. So we can all get out of here in some sort of sanity. Oh. A bit worried about. Easiest goal Konako's ever going to score, by the way. That was a derby as well that they bottled. Local derby, they bottled it. Loving life, loving life. As I said, because of the results this weekend so far, we win tomorrow night. We win on Friday night as well. We're in the top. We are for at least 24 hours next weekend in the top four. We could potentially finish in a European spot. Early doors and all that, but still. So considering we've got less of the following week, sort of gives us some sort of confidence booster. All the confidence we can fucking get. Also, Southampton Leeds. I mean, just poor defensive from Leeds. I've been poor this season in general. And then it's right. Yes, let's wrap it up. I didn't score any goals. Let's move on. Okay, now right. Bit of self-adjusting there. That's been one of my upbeat streams, as you always do, but it is what it is. My voice box is killing me, by the way. So my voice going in and out. It's never good. It's not good. But it is what it is. There's a table, right? Chelsea, Liverpool, City, Brighton still fourth for now until we play next week. Tottenham fifth. As I said, we're 13th as it stands. We've got a game in hand against Palace. Win that, we go into the top half of the league, and then we win on Friday. We go literally in the top four by a point. I doubt that's going to happen because it's Arsenal. Let's be honest. It's not this ain't the Arsenal that was 6-7 years ago. Was capable of doing that. Go for the too good, too bad. Fan had the ball into the fucking ground. Way. Too bad. They go back to it. It's fucking meltdown. Yeah, someone noticed that as well. And sorry, literally, good and too good, too bad. And someone noticed that online. Put the clip up. Basically, there's a fan in the Gallagher end that when them Dombele scored the equaliser, started going, yes, like that. And she was surrounded. She was an elderly girl as well. I say middle-aged. I say middle-aged. And she's there on her own, surrounded by Geordies, and she's there going, yes, when Tottenham scored. So, fucking you're brave, love. Get fucking Cronky out. Get the prick out of our club. Get out of our club. Fuck off, Stan Cronky. Get out of our club. Yes, I've had to witness all this bullshit. Fucking teams buying the title. Now I've got to witness another team possibly do it. Yay. Which only means basically if you want to consistently be competitive and win titles consistently, as an Arsenal fan, we've got to go down this route as well of having a multi-billionaire owner. Hopefully with less, how can I put it, human rights acts against them, shall we say. That would be good. But until then, we have to suck it up. But yeah, I'm going to wrap things up now, guys. Obviously, we're going on now, just rambling on and talking bollocks because, yeah, the show 2 goes and then dragged out the rest of the show. Showing yesterday's games that dragged it out. Because obviously we saw it all yesterday. I'm just like, yeah, cool, whatever, move. Snagged off Martinez again, but it is what it is. He snagged us off, I'll snag him off. But hey, don't tell us though. If you know, you know. If you're a regular channel, you'll know. But yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Hope you've had a good weekend as well and enjoyed these Match of the Day streams as well. We are back tomorrow, 7:30 UK time. Myself, Russ, Andrew, Gary, and a couple others. We'll go for obviously half hour before kickoff. We're going to go through the team selections and if they're happy or not, this, that, and the other, all the usual stuff we usually do. Have a bit of a laugh, and hopefully, the lads turn up tomorrow and bring home the 3 points and get us rocketing back up that table, and gives us a bit of a confidence booster going into Friday. But until then, guys, as I said, enjoy the rest of what's left of you. Well, really, where you are in the world. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Which is literally 20 minutes left, 25 minutes left of fucking our Sunday here in the UK. So enjoy the rest of what's left of it, or however long you've got the rest of your weekend. We'll see you tomorrow for the main event of the weekend: Arsenal versus Palace. Vieira's return against Arteta, an Arsenal legend at Palace versus an ex-Arsenal player as the Arsenal manager. Yeah. But until then, guys, as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.